Welcome to Football Scientific. I'm Aaron Sauter, the professor of football science. I'm here today to go over the busy week of football we've had so far with the Thanksgiving Day games and the NFL and Black Friday and some CFL roster moves and some UFL coaching changes along the way. We're going to review all those today before we get into the Sunday action of Week 13. Along the way, I'm going to be talking to Tyler Tiger about various topics. Tyler, are you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Let's break down the NFL, the CFL, the UFL. Let's do this thing. And let's have a great time. You look very tired, Professor. I look tired. You do look tired. You look very tired. You know what you could do? What could I do? You could use W Energy to get hype for the show. W Energy. I'm kind of tired from doing all the film work, I guess. I guess use some W Energy. Yeah. W Energy. You know what my favorite flavor is? What's your favorite flavor? Blue ras, purple grape. Boom! You should drink some, then we can break it down. Let's drink it. I don't know if I want to drink it. I say drink it, Professor. Drink the drink, or else I will haunt you in your sleep. Okay, you're right. All right, so let's see. Is this it? Is this it? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it, right there. Okay, that's the blue ras, purple grape. Blue ras, purple grape, drink it down. Let's have some good times breaking down football. W Energy's our new sponsor. Let's go. Wow, that tastes great. And I don't feel jittery at all. I guess I'm going to be better now. Boom! Be better. Be better. That's right. And break it down with W Energy and Football Scientific. Boom! Let's go. Let's break it down. All right, let's break it down, Tyler Tiger. First, the NFL. Some roster moves going into Sunday's games. Houston Texans. D'Amico Ryan says C.J. Stroud will start against the Colts. That could make them improve their chances of defeating the Colts and retaking control of the AFC South. Not this week, but starting in that momentum. That'd be 2 straight losses for the Colts, which could be, the beginning of the end. Daniel Jones has a broken fibula that he's playing with. It's fractured. It's not completely broken, but it could be by the end of that game. Their defense is very tough. Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers expect to be back, according to head coach Mike Tomlin. Sad face. Boom. New York Giants quarterback Jackson Dart will be starting versus the Patriots on Monday Night Football, according to interim head coach for the Giants Mike Kafka. I probably would start Jameis Winston. I wouldn't want to get my rookie hurt, but they don't seem to care. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield, looks like he's going to be good to go as planned, according to Todd Bowles, head coach of the Buccaneers. So it looks like Baker, even though he has an AC joint sprain, is going to be good to go this week. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. LA Rams, they have waived kicker Joshua Carty. It looks like they're going to be looking for another kicker along the way. They probably got another kicker. But Joshua Carty's gone for Buffalo, for fantasy owners out there. Buffalo Bills, big news for Buffalo. Tight end Dalton Kincaid is questionable. He might be coming back. That is Josh Allen's favorite check down target, and he needs to check it down, man. They're taking away a lot of his targets and putting pressure on him. He's got the Steelers this week. Okay, Detroit Lions, they were going to bring back Frank Ragnow to help reinforce the line and give them a chance to make a run for the playoffs. But guess what? Frank Ragnow, the reason he retired, he got denied. He failed his physical. So he's not going to be coming back for the Lions. Frank Ragnow not coming back for the Lions. New Orleans Saints, running back Alvin Kamara is out for this week due to a knee injury. They didn't put him on the IR. So he's not out minimum 4 weeks, but he's definitely out this week, and that hurts my particular fantasy team. Atlanta Falcons wide receiver Drake London is out for this week. That's a big hit on them, man, but they're going to have to run the ball against the Jets to win that game. Boom. Arizona Cardinals running back Emari DeMarcado is out. I would hate to be a running back for the Cardinals, man. They keep getting hurt. Buffalo Bills wide receiver Curtis Samuel is on the IR. Speaking of always getting hurt, Buffalo Bills wide receivers. He's on the IR, so they have signed wide receiver Gabe Davis from the practice squad once again. They've activated him once again. New England Patriots have signed former... Who's that from? Former Detroit Lions running back Craig Reynolds for their practice squad. They released running back Rashawn Baker from their practice squad. Just shuffling around some pieces at running back. Okay. Boom. LA Chargers were starting to work out with Murray and Hampton. They opened his window for returning. They said he's out for this week, though, so fantasy owners don't jump on Murray and Hampton. Miami Dolphins have activated tight end Darren Waller. So Darren Waller's going to be coming out and playing some balls if they can get a win over the Saints and keep their winning streak going. New York Giants outside linebacker Kayvon Thibodeau is out for the Giants defense. Okay, there were 4 games played in the NFL so far this weekend. 3 on Thanksgiving Day and 1 on Black Friday. So let's take a look at it. First, we got the Green Bay Packers at Detroit Lions. Green Bay, Jordan Love came out and went 18 for 30 for 234 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. A very clean game. Josh Jacobs had 17 carries for 83 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. Wide receiver Dontavian Wick had 6 catches, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. Okay, and they had 3 sacks against Detroit. Detroit came out. Jared Goff went 20 for 26 for 256 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Running back Jahmyr Gibbs had 20 carries for 68 yards. Not a big day from him. Wide receiver Jamison Williams had 7 catches for 140 yards and 1 touchdown. Boom. Packers won that game over Detroit in Detroit, 31-24. Detroit is on life support playoff-wise after getting beat by the Packers. Okay, so we'll see if they react to that. We wrote an article about the Packers and their win on Thursday, so check that out on footballanalysis1.com. Next, Thursday evening, Thanksgiving night or late afternoon, we had the Kansas City Chiefs and Dallas Cowboys. This thing was a shootout. Patrick Mahomes went 23 for 34 for 261 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Big day for Patrick Mahomes. Kareem Hunt for the Chiefs had 14 carries for 58 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. Rashee Rice had a big day, 8 catches for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns. Boom, from Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs had 0 sacks defensively. Dallas Cowboys came out. Dak Prescott went 27 for 39 for 320 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Javonte Williams had 17 runs for 59 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. CeeDee Lamb had 7 catches for 112 yards and 1 touchdown. And he became the fastest Cowboys receiver to ever reach out 7,000 receiving yards. I wrote an article about that on footballanalysis1.com the night of it. They did get 3 sacks. Dallas won this game 31-28. Check out footballanalysis1.com for more insight on these games. Boom. Thursday night, big upset from Cincinnati. I wrote an article about that yesterday morning. Check it out footballanalysis1.com. Cincinnati Bengals came to Baltimore, and Joe Burrow made his return. He went 24 for 46. Not his best game, but he's just kind of getting back into the flow. For 261 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Chase Brown had 15 carries for 78 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Jamar Chase had 7 catches for 110 yards and 0 touchdowns. Baltimore, Lamar Jackson had a disastrous game. He went 17 for 32, not great, for 246 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 2 fumbles, including one by his right by his own end zone. Derrick Henry had 10 carries for 60 yards. Not a great day. He had 1 touchdown, but not a great day for him. Isaiah Likely, 5 catches for 95 yards. That's a big day. But then when he had a chance to catch a touchdown, he fumbled out the back of the end zone and got a touchback. The Bengals defensive line had 3 sacks on Lamar Jackson. And then the Ravens only sacked Joe Burrow 1 time. And what's that mean? That means the Bengals upset the Baltimore Ravens 32-14. That was huge. Next, and this was the Black Friday game. Chicago Bears at Philadelphia Eagles. Kind of figured the Eagles were going to come out and put their foot down on the Bears and show them that they're not all that. But Caleb Williams from the Bears went 17 for 36. Not a great day efficiency-wise, but pretty good. He went through for 154 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Kyle Monangai was their leading rusher with 22 carries for 130 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 fumbles. Also, DeAndre Swift had 125 rushing yards. So, they had a ton of rushing yards, 281 rushing yards against what used to be a good Eagles defense. Cole Kmet for the Bears, tight end, 3 catches, 36 yards, 1 touchdown. The Bears defense had 0 sacks against Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts of the Eagles Went 19 for 34, returned 30 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Very similar, but slightly better than Caleb Williams. Saquon Barkley ran the ball 13 times for 56 yards. That does not measure up to the strong running game of the Chicago Bears. A.J. Brown had 10 catches for 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was happy because he got the ball a bunch, even though his team didn't win. And he seems happy. He doesn't care if they win. He just wants the touches, man. He wants to hit his incentives. In the CFL, some exciting things happened this weekend. First national running back. This happened on Thanksgiving Day in the United States. National running back Johnny Augustine got re-signed by the Hamilton Tiger-Cats to bring back their, a lot of their free agent types already. Hamilton defensive back Zamari Walton also re-signed with the Tiger-Cats. I wrote an article about both those players on CFLNewsHub.com. Check it out. Okay. Montreal Alouettes released American running back Walter Fletcher, so he's out of there. They signed American defensive back Decarius Hawthorne. They signed American DB Kazir Brown. Okay, Calgary Stampeders signed national defensive back Ashton Miller. Melancon, they signed national offensive line Matthew Stevenson. Saskatchewan Roughriders signed national wide receiver Daniel Weeby. And they also signed national offensive lineman Eric Anderson yesterday. Okay, Winnipeg Blue Bombers signed national offensive lineman Iwanosa Banumano. Ottawa Redblacks signed American defensive lineman Dennis Briggs Jr. and signed American punter Noah Getman. Okay, all right. That was your CFL roster moves from the weekend. And in the UFL is making some decisions now with coaching. They decide who's not going to be coaching in the UFL. They decide who's going to be coaching, but decide who's not going to be coaching. And one of those coaches are Mike Nolan, formerly of the Michigan Panthers. He said he's willing to move anywhere to coach a team. But they're like, nah, we're good, Mike Nolan. UFL said, you're out, bro. And then also today, C.J. Johnson with the Houston Roughnecks. I've always said he's a very trashy coach. Well, UFL agreed, and he's out. Boom, out from Houston. It sounds like if Wade Phillips is healthy, he's going to take back over at Houston. This time for the Gamblers. I'd love to see John Gruden with the Orlando Storm. And that is your UFL news for today. That is your Football Scientific. Remember, check out our link in our chat area, and you can see the link for W Energy. Boop. And then every purchase you make, if you use our promo code Football Scientific, you get 30% off, and we get a kickback on that. We get some money, and that's what we're looking for. So we're getting sponsored by W Energy. If you're a gamer or a sports person, or you just like watching movies all night, W Energy is going to get it done. No jitters, no angst, no crazy stuff. You're just going to be better. You're going to be better than what you normally are. Okay? And check out our commercial we made last night. And that is it. Make sure you check out footballanalysis1.com with all my articles about the NFL so far this week and previous weeks. Check out CFLNewsHub.com with my Hamilton Tiger-Cats articles. And check out UFLNewsHub.com to keep tabs of the UFL. That is Football Scientific for today. We're going to close the Football Scientific portal. W Energy.